We all love comfort, but real growth begins when we face what we've been avoiding. In this video, I'm sharing 5 harsh truths, the kind that might sting at first, but will ultimately set you free. These aren't sugar-coated life lessons. They're raw, honest, and exactly what you need to hear. If you're ready to stop living on autopilot and start building a life that actually matters, let's dive in. Today we will talk about 5 harsh truths that will set you free. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. No one is coming to save you. One of the hardest pills to swallow in life is realizing that no one is coming to rescue you. As much as we grow up with stories of heroes, saviors, or some magical turning point, life often doesn't work that way. Waiting for a perfect mentor, a financial breakthrough, or someone to hand you the life you want is a dangerous trap. The brutal truth is that you are responsible for your own life, happiness, and growth. This realization can be painful, especially when you're struggling, but it is also incredibly liberating. Once you accept that no one else is obligated to fix your life, you gain power. You stop wasting time waiting and start building. Whether it's your career, mental health, or relationships, you become your own rescue mission. This mindset shift can make you more resilient, independent, and action-oriented because you're no longer passively waiting. You're actively creating. 2. Time is your most ruthless asset. We often behave as though we have unlimited time. We procrastinate, we delay decisions, and we prioritize trivial things, assuming we can get to the important stuff later. But the harsh truth is that time is the one thing you can never get back. Every second that passes is gone forever. Life isn't just about money, success, or accolades. It's about how you spend your limited, irreplaceable time. Understanding this makes you realize the cost of distractions, toxic relationships, and mindless entertainment. People often talk about time management as a productivity hack, but it's much deeper than that. Managing your time is managing your life. If you don't value your time, others won't either. The sooner you start treating time as your most valuable currency, the faster you'll eliminate the things that don't matter and make room for the ones that do. It forces you to confront your priorities and design a life that actually fulfills you. 3. Most people don't care about you, and that's good. We spend so much of our lives worrying about what others think. Fear of judgment, rejection, or embarrassment often paralyzes us from taking risks or being our authentic selves. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people are too busy worrying about themselves to be deeply invested in your life. Even when people judge you, their attention span is fleeting, and their opinions usually reflect their own insecurities. Realizing that most people don't care is liberating. It means you can stop living for external approval and start living for yourself. You don't need to meet everyone's expectations, and you're free to make mistakes, experiment, and take bold steps. Chasing validation is a losing game because no matter what you do, someone will always disapprove. But once you accept that you're not the center of anyone's universe, you gain the freedom to pursue your goals without the constant weight of social pressure. 4. Failure is inevitable, but so is growth. No matter how much you plan, prepare, or try to control outcomes, you will fail. Sometimes you will fail hard. The truth is that failure is not an exception, it's part of the process. Many people fear failure so deeply that they never start, and that's a tragedy because failure is one of life's greatest teachers. The sooner you accept that setbacks, rejections, and disappointments are inevitable, the less power they will hold over you. In fact, failure often delivers lessons that success can't. It forces you to adapt, reassess, and grow. Failure builds humility and resilience. If you look closely, most successful people have failed more times than others have even tried. The key is to fail forward, extract the lesson, adjust your strategy, and keep moving. When you stop fearing failure, you start embracing the full spectrum of life's possibilities. This is where true growth happens, in the uncomfortable, messy middle of the journey. 5. Your comfort zone is slowly killing you. Comfort is seductive. It feels safe, familiar, and easy. But staying in your comfort zone for too long leads to stagnation, regret, and unfulfilled potential. The difficult truth is that growth almost always requires discomfort. Whether it's learning a new skill, starting a new venture, or facing a personal fear, meaningful progress usually happens outside your current limits. It's human nature to seek security, but if you're not regularly challenging yourself, you're slowly deteriorating. You may not notice it in the moment, but years can pass without significant progress, leaving you wondering where the time went. Pushing past your comfort zone doesn't have to mean reckless risks. but it does mean intentional stretching. Having difficult conversations, pursuing ambitious goals, and doing things you're not yet good at. Discomfort is the price of admission for a meaningful life. Once you get used to being uncomfortable, you start chasing growth instead of avoiding pain. 6. Happiness is an inside job. Many people spend their lives chasing external achievements, money, success, relationships, status, believing these things will finally bring lasting happiness. But the harsh truth is that happiness isn't something you can achieve by collecting trophies or checking boxes. It's a state of mind, cultivated internally through gratitude, self-awareness, and alignment with your values. You can have everything the world says should make you happy and still feel miserable if you haven't done the inner work. Conversely, you can have very little but still feel profound peace if you've built that foundation. Relying on external circumstances for happiness is dangerous because circumstances are always changing. True freedom comes when you realize you can generate happiness regardless of the situation. This isn't to say that life's challenges won't hurt, or that external goals aren't worth pursuing. They absolutely are. But they should enhance, not define, your well-being. Happiness is something you choose and build daily. 7. Discipline beats motivation every time. Motivation is often portrayed as the secret ingredient to success. But motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes, often influenced by mood, energy levels, or external events. If you rely on motivation to drive your actions, you'll only work hard when you feel like it, which is not often enough to produce real results. Discipline, on the other hand, is reliable. It's the ability to show up and do the work even when you don't feel inspired. Discipline is built through habits, routines, and systems that make action automatic. It's the foundation of consistency, and consistency is what actually moves you forward in life. The uncomfortable truth is that waiting for the perfect mood or moment will keep you stuck. Success belongs to those who can push through boredom, fatigue, and resistance. If you can master discipline, you can achieve almost anything, because you've removed the dependency on fluctuating feelings. 8. You can't change the past, but you can ruin the future. Many people get trapped in guilt, regret, and resentment over things they cannot change. They carry emotional baggage from past failures, heartbreaks, or mistakes, letting those memories dominate their present and dictate their future. The harsh truth is that while you cannot undo the past, you have full control over how you move forward. Staying stuck in the past is a form of self-sabotage that drains your energy and limits your potential. The future is unwritten, but you can destroy it if you keep living in yesterday's story. Forgiveness, both with yourself and others, isn't about erasing the past. It's about releasing its grip on you. Acceptance doesn't mean approval. It simply means recognizing what happened and choosing not to let it define you anymore. Your next chapter is waiting, but you can't write it if you're constantly rereading the old one. This final truth, though painful, is a door to freedom if you're willing to walk through it. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.